What's up, y'all? Brandon with BC Talks here. I got another mail call for you guys today, and I guess y'all could say that 2024 is my post-crisis era
Stop it. Get some help.
because I have another slab continuing in the trend of the past few mail calls, another slab from the post-crisis era, as well as a couple of whatnot auction wins that I got. So let's go over everything that I picked up in today's video. Before we get started, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel for more comic book and pop culture talk. And if you're into collecting, make sure you follow me on Whatnot. I'm a verified seller on Whatnot, and I'm going to be starting doing a lot more pop-ups here real soon. And if you use my link down in the description, you'll save $10 off your first purchase if it's your first time signing up. So make sure you take advantage of that if you're new to Whatnot. You can pretty much find anything you can collect on there. I use it for comic books, obviously, but anything that you can collect, you can find on there. And if you're new, make sure you take advantage of that $10 off. This was definitely the best packaging I've had so far from somebody on eBay. Very well packaged. The box was taped very well. Was very hard to get into that. And lots of bubble wrap on it as well. So I'll go ahead and get this out here. And this is a book that I have been looking for a while now. It is Booster Gold #1 in a 9.4. And I won this on eBay. The winning bid was $75, but it ended up being $94 because you know how eBay shipping and tax goes. But Booster Gold #1, like I said, I've been looking for this one for a while. Partly because I like the Booster Gold character, and we also know that James Gunn said that they're going to be doing a Booster Gold HBO Max series, which sounds like it's going to be very interesting for the new DCU that they're doing. But also, and probably mainly because when I first moved to this new apartment that I'm in now, I bought a couple weeks after I moved in, I bought a beta fish. And the beta is blue with yellow fins. So, of course, being a comic book fan, I named it Booster Gold. So I wanted to get the Booster Gold comic to kind of have it up next to it. So this one I'm probably going to put my fish up on a new stand, and I'm gonna put this next to it. So y'all probably won't see this in the back, maybe, or I'm thinking of rearranging the back and getting one of those. Everybody displays their books on the shelves. I've been looking for good shelves to display slabs. So if you have any recommendations, leave them in the comments. Probably if you know some from Amazon, that would be the best. But yeah, so until then, I will put this with the beta with Booster Gold. But yeah, this is Booster Gold #1. It is the first appearance of Booster Gold. Also, the first appearance of Skeets, which is Booster Gold's robot sidekick, of course, which you can see. Skeets is in the orange down there on the bottom. This is also the first appearance of Blackguard, the first appearance of Trixie Collins, who later becomes Gold Star, and the first cameo appearance of Mind Dancer. But obviously, Booster Gold's the big one. Now, Booster Gold was introduced in this series. It was his first appearance, but he really took off in the Justice League International series, which, of course, y'all know is probably my favorite comic book series of all time. I collect the Justice League International, the Keith Giffen and the James DeMatteis Justice League series. Um, and Booster Gold actually was a pretty prominent part of that series, and he became very good friends with Ted Kord's Blue Beetle, and of course, all this was post-crisis. Now, Ted Kord came over from Charlton Comics during the crisis. DC bought them. DC bought the Charlton Comics characters before they started the Crisis series, but then when they started the Crisis event, they ported the Charlton Comics characters they bought, like Ted Kord's Blue Beetle, Judo Master, Peacemaker, um, all those characters. They bought them from Charlton Comics and brought them over to DC in the Crisis on Infinite Earths events. And so Booster Gold was introduced. There was also a Blue Beetle comic series that came out this same year as well. And then they brought them together in the Justice League, where Blue Beetle and Ted Kord became very good friends. Or sorry, Booster Gold and Ted Kord became very good friends and got on a lot of hijinks and shenanigans and whatnot together. And they're pretty much one of the more beloved duos in DC Comics. Everybody loves Booster Gold and Ted Kord, their friendship. And it'll be interesting to see if they do it in DC, because we're getting Jaime Reyes as Blue Beetle. James Gunn said that Blue Beetle's going to come over to the DCU, and so it'll be interesting to see if they have the Booster Gold in the DCU be friends with Jaime Reyes as Blue Beetle, or if we're gonna get also Ted Kord's Blue Beetle and he'll be friends with him. But Ted Kord was always way older than Booster Gold, anyway. And if you don't know about Booster Gold is he was a person from the 25th century. So he was from the future. And he was basically like a loser and a screw up. He couldn't do anything right there. And he got the big idea that he was going to steal a bunch of technology from his time period, the 25th century, go back in time in a time machine, and then be a superhero in the 20th century, which was the 80s and 90s and whatnot. So he goes back in time and then becomes a superhero because he has technology from the future, which in the future is just regular technology that everybody has. But he becomes a superhero because it's super advanced in our time. It's basically like if you went to like the Pilgrims with a cell phone, although it wouldn't work because they didn't have Wi-Fi networks and whatnot. But let's just say it did work. It'd be like if you went to the Pilgrims with a cell phone. He was like that. But yeah, so that's basically the long and short of Booster Gold. And yeah, he's a pretty interesting character. I think that his backstory would make for a really interesting series on HBO Max. So I'm really looking forward to that series. I think it'll be sort of similar to the Peacemaker series, how Peacemaker was kind of a loser and everybody kind of looked down on him, and he kind of tries to battle with that inside of him internally. I think they could do a similar thing with Booster Gold. So yeah, this is one. This is of course, this is a post-crisis series. I mean, technically, it came out in 1986, and the crisis ended in 1987. So it's not after crisis, but everything that came out of the crisis on Infinite Earths event is called post-crisis. Even though some of them came in the middle of the crisis, you call it mid-crisis. But they're called, you refer to it as post crisis. So yeah, that is Booster Gold #1. It's one that I've been looking for a while. It's a really great cover, and not a lot of first appearances have the character on the cover. So of course it's a great cover with Booster Gold and Skeets on the cover, and it is goes in my it's gonna go in my post crisis firsts collection, which is ever growing here in 2024. These next books I got over on Whatnot from Supernova Comics. First up, we have an interesting cover. This is Doctor Strange #78. It is not a key, but I just really like that cover. It's a very interesting look for the Doctor. And I like how it says the Doctor is in with the nurses. It's a very funny cover there. This next one is New Teen Titans 33. This one is not a key, and I actually do already own this one. I got it for $1. I also got the Doctor Strange one for $1 as well, and both of these were free shipping. So I will be selling this one because I do already have this one. I will see which copy's better and swap it and then sell it. This next one I did not have, so this is going in my. I'm collecting the Marv Wolfman Teen Titans series, so that's the New Teen Titans, the Tales of the Teen Titans, which were reprints, and then the New Teen Titans Volume 2. So this one will go in the collection. This is Tales of the Teen Titans #57. This is the first full appearance and cover appearance of Jinx, who is a magic wielding enemy of the Titans. Of course, y'all know Jinx if you watched the Teen Titans show, cartoon show in the early 2000s. Jinx was on that show, and she kind of had like a pseudo relationship with Cyborg and then later with Kid Flash. But she also appeared in season 4 of the Titans show on HBO Max, played by Lisa. I have no clue how you say her last name. Ambalavanar. We're gonna go with that. But Yeah, but I really love Cyborg front and center on the cover, and then you can see Jinx down there as well. And I love her little, you know, shawl with the eye on there too. But yeah, this is a really cool cover. And I do have the first cameo of Jinx. So this is the first full appearance of Jinx. And so that will go into the Titans collection. We got another Titans book, and this one was part of a. These next few were part of a 5 issue lot that I won for $3. So it was 5 books for $3, and then there was $5 worth of shipping. And this one is going to go in the Titans collection. This is the New Teen Titans number 39. This is the last appearance of Dick Grayson as Robin, and he becomes Nightwing in Tales of the Teen Titans 44. So this was the last book of Robin, Dick Grayson as Robin, and then he becomes Nightwing. You can see him and Kid Flash. They're both giving it up. They said we're done. And this actually was is kind of like what happened at the beginning of the Young Justice series. Kid Flash and Dick Grayson, they kind of leave Batman and Flash to go do their own thing. Um, they kind of um, they kind of did an homage to that at the beginning of the Young Justice show. So yeah, I really like this cover where you see Flash's outfit down there and then Robin's hanging from the top. This is a pretty pivotal moment in comics because Dick Grayson, he was associated with Batman as Robin for a long, long, long time. And then he becomes Nightwing, which Nightwing is one of my favorite characters in DC Comics. I think it's like Wonder Woman and Nightwing, and then obviously Batman and Superman and all them. But I think outside of the just the big seven, I think that Nightwing's probably my favorite. So yeah, pretty seminal moment in DC Comics there. These next ones are from the 5 issue lot, and none of them are keys. So we'll go through them quick. That was the only key that I bought the 5 issue lot because of that book because I wanted it for the Teen Titans collection. But none of the rest of these are keys, so I'll probably end up selling them on Whatnot. This is Captain America 364. Again, that was part of that 5 issue lot. This next one is Web of Spider Man 82. So a very vibrant cover with, is that, yeah, very vibrant cover there. Um, and then we have Hulk 404. Again, not a key. That was just part of the 5 issue lot. And we have Fantastic Four 378. Again, not a key, just a part of that 5 issue lot. We have West Coast Avengers 40, which was not a key, but it will go in my West Coast Avengers collection. I'm collecting the West Coast Avengers series, so that'll go in that. So that works for that. And then these next couple were not part of the 5 issue lot. This one is Morbius, the Living Vampire number 9. This is was I won for $1 and it had free shipping. It's not a key, it was a cover buy. I just really like this cover, with Morbius there. Morbius kind of became a meme. I was never really a big Morbius fan anyway, so it didn't bother me that they kind of messed him up in the movie, in the Sony movie. But I do like, his look in the comics, and this is a cool cover. So that's a cover by. And then this next one is Cloak and Dagger number 1. This is number 1 of the 4 issue miniseries, and it was $2 with free shipping. And this one is a key. It is the first solo titled Cloak and Dagger series, and also the first appearance of Detective Bridget O'Reilly, who later becomes Mayhem. So that is the last book from Supernova Comics. And finally, we have a few books that I got from Jack Brooklyn on Whatnot, and each of these books was $2. The first one is Team Titans, number 24. This is actually the first appearance of Nelson Mandela in a comic book. So that's an interesting little little tidbit there. And then on in the back is Tiger Division number 1. This is you can recognize the art. It's pretty recognizable. It's an Art Germ variant cover, and I'm pretty sure this was a 1 in 100 variant as well. And it is actually a key. It's the first solo series featuring Tiger Division, which is a South Korean super team. So an interesting little book there. But yeah, so two interesting books there. I didn't know that this was the first appearance of Nelson Mandela until I had looked it up while I was in the stream. And This next one is not a key. Was a cover by, and it's got the sticky note on there. This is Fantastic Four Wedding Special number 0. It's not a key, like I said, but I bought it for the cover because I have a wedding and a marriage cover collection. I collect, all the covers of people getting married or in a wedding or having a kiss, stuff like that. So I will put that in that collection. The next one we have here, which has another sticky note on it, this is Spider-Man End of Spider-Verse number 7. This is the second printing. You can see it there. And this was the first appearance of the new Spider-Boy. Everybody was going crazy specking over this character when it first came out. The first printing was going for so much money. But yeah, this is the second printing. And I actually won this in a giveaway. But I do already own this book. I do have the second printing, which I got from my LCS um, at cover price. But the this one, I won in a giveaway, so I will probably throw that in the whatnot for a few bucks if anybody wants that. And then the last one is Teen Titans Annual number 3. Tales of the Teen Titans Annual number 3. And this is not a key, I believe, but it will go in my Teen Titans collection. So that's everything that I got from Jack Brooklyn on Whatnot. And that is everything I got in today's mail call. Like I said before, I am pretty excited about that Booster Gold Slab. I've been looking for that book for a while now, and I've actually missed out a couple times on some good deals on it before, so I was pretty happy to get that book for a good deal this time. But let me know down in the comments below what your favorite book in today's mail call was, and let me know if you've picked up anything cool lately. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel for more comic book and pop culture talk, and I will see y'all another day.